Alright, we're back. Hello everyone, hello. We are here, we are currently in the Loporitts domain here. What's the name of this area? Bestawaysboro. And we are looking for the leader of this area, which I assume is Bestaways. No, it's not bad. I mean, it's just something people have noted, and I have noted that over the years, they definitely had this thing where they really wanted to... There's the little chime that plays when you talk to them in FF4. The leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Atheris, and that's a promise. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. I mean, as a kid at the time, there was a consequence for them sacrificing themselves, and that character died and you lost access to them. But then there wasn't really a consequence because most of them just lived anyway. Boy, sorry, but we played it before. Leader? No. Sleeping Way. My job is... Perhaps I'd better ask. He doesn't know his job. Unlockers. Also, Lonk. I haven't called you Lonk in forever. Chocobo. The biggest reference of all that FF4 is not very good. That's not fair. FF4 is a fine game. What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. Were you the ones giving orders earlier? Hum hum hum? You gotta say take me to your leader, come on. Leader? Yes! Look no further, I am the one you seek. Well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it? Is this all of them? A group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter, you needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gawping. I must take you to meet the others. If you could run along back toward the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center, if you should find yourselves lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. You have to put FF4 in the context of when it came out. Compared to now, it has some issues, but when you compare it to other games released around the same time, it's by far one of the best. Exactly, and that's what I was saying earlier, is that it was definitely a game that pushed the narrative of narrative storytelling well on its way to what we have today. Whether those stories are good or bad is obviously up to the viewer or the player, but it still did a lot. Almost like how FF7 did a lot for bringing, you know, Final Fantasy to the West in terms of sheer popularity. Again, whether you like the game or not. Hey, look, there's Loporitts. You kid, FF4 is a fantastic game that holds to this day. It is a fun game. I always enjoy my romps through FF4. Hell, I played FF4 like, what, 4 or 5 times on stream now? Like Hoshigami, for its time, it was still a piece of shit. I don't know. I don't think I don't think Hoshigami's nearly as bad as the rep it has. It definitely has some issues and some things that it could probably explain better. But I don't think it's as bad as they claim. All video games suck. I mean, there are many perspectives in the world, so you're not wrong.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. Ahem. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporitts, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Etheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Etheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Etheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Etheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Etheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Etheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Aetheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it? Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
We did it! So that's the Loporitts. Get a new outfit so we no longer have to wear our winter coat. Snow linen jacket of casting. Okay, well, we get to wear this winter coat instead. I don't think I've ever seen this. Makes me think of the dudes who guard, fuck's his name? Zeno in, Dragon Ball. See. Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all about you and your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it's imperative that we prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there's anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post haste. And address it we shall. Here at Best Ways Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for the day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you're all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Curatorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies. She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of a Theris rotting to its core being a matter of course rather than concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take the opportunity to learn more of the Loporitts and this vessel. The only thing you saw that looked interesting was FF Tactics for PlayStation, but you didn't want to spend $40 because you're cheap. $40 is actually cheap for it, though. I've seen that here, and it's usually going for well over $200. Now, mind you, people like to rip people off, but... Ow. This one's name is Nothing Way. That's a muckers. Also, your wife is interested in getting more Switch games. I mean, that's the better option there, is, you know, spend money on your loved ones rather than things that you're probably not going to do anything with, right? You always said you're not much of a collector, right? You guys want to see something cool? When you pull an enemy in this area, that's right. We have the FF4 battle theme. This isn't Kulex's theme. So they've had rumored the big leak of Nvidia, I think it was, a while back, that had a whole bunch of games on it rumored to be being remade, and FF Tactics was on that list. Now, coincidentally, the only games that haven't really come to fruition from that list are actually from Square Enix, the FF9 remake and the FF Tactics remake. As far as I know, everything else was actually true. Buy the mobile version. FF Tactics on mobile is actually good. Is it? Welcome to the Curatorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking Way, pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many, many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. Why, I practically worn the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. Hop along to the platforms there and you'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. Jason Spear hinted they're real. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen his post and his hinting, but again, I don't trust anything until it's actually announced. As that leak went through like years ago, and like I said, the square ones are the only ones that haven't actually come to fruition. Now, they may be real, and honestly, I'd love an FF9 remake and an FF Tactics remake. Or at least a remaster of FF Tactics. I don't think Tactics needs too much. A little bit of quality of life, sure, but... Alright, here's our storage crate, and look inside, guys. There's carrots. You open the storage unit to find a rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. The unassuming orange carrot, the peculiar-looking blue carrot, the vibrant yellow carrot, the ominous crimson carrot. Let's eat the crimson one. The soft texture and redolent aroma of this crimson creation belies its staggering weight. The excessive length and girth only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed as to the nature of this carrot. Yeah, let's go. Let's eat it. On second thought, you elect to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cookingway whether it is safe to eat first. There's a guy on Heroes of the Storm Reddit called Not Belial that only posts fake spoilers that seem real. Maybe we'll know at the Game Awards. He probably doesn't post anymore though because Heroes is dead. I know there was a recent thing with a guy who was posting as if he was a Japanese girl and was posting spoilers and then started like harassing people within the industry to try to give them more leaks that he could leak. It was... I can't go any further details. I only got the cursory bits of it and then decided I didn't care and then moved on. So, did you like our selections? Did any of our selections set your mouth to watering? Even Vieira are likely to swoon at the sight of so grand a carrot. That or be offended by all those who assume that they would. Ah yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please, dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. Eat the obscenely large carrot. Alright, here goes. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. The carrot is oddly tender, but as you begin to chew, a rich aroma fills your nostrils. A newfound vigor begins swelling within you. The rumbling of your stomach, however, suggests that it may simply be indigestion. What do you think? Unlike anything you've ever tasted, yes? The iron carrot can be a bit difficult to digest, but the boost to endurance it promises makes it the perfect meal before a day of heavy lifting. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help us sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. These carrots are extraordinary, but what if I don't like carrots? I can certainly see the demand for this in Charlian. Charlian? What the blazes is that? I take it you too had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and not else? Dude, you got 40 injections today? If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about your cuisine on Aetheris? Surely you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate? Of course we are, but, well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so I imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss of where to begin. And so we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfied meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food. That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? No, cooked carrots are the worst. You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways, but our primary concern was efficiency. And what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? A rather strange approach to take for one named Cookingway, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cookingway isn't my given name. When we first created, we were all named in the old tongue, you know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance that the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language, adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjunctions, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thou deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Etheris as well, you should be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu. They look so confused. That's honestly a neat way to explain their naming. Yeah, I actually like that too. Dudes, what do you think of the Loporitts? Style the hero. I think we have our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way... I can only assume that their clothing production is not sure to impress. I have a question, guys. Why do you have robots that are fighting me? That can't be safe for, for your would-be passengers. Saying, imagine an ark arrived to bring everyone on Earth to safety, and there's robots in there that you had to fight every day just to get to wherever you wanted to go within the ark. Fuck you, robot. God is always testing us. Be it sin or murder robots. Would you date a murder robot if it offered you $12? Here we are, the apparel production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. High Linen and her infinite wisdom blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with extra vis we needed. My, how resourceful. The sweet sound of recognition. You will be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume? This has also been taken into account with our designs, but why take my word on it when we can simply try on our clothes? Make yourselves known to the workers and they will see to the rest. Alright, let's see what kind of monstrosities we can get out of this. Need to be at least 350. Alright, Asane. Let's say you and Dooz went on a date in your town. Where would you take Dooz on this date? Like, where would be the best location? And don't say Olive Garden. He hates Olive Garden. Actually, I don't think Dooz has ever been to an Olive Garden, but maybe. It's you! One of the visitors from Etheris! Goodness me, Mapping wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Alright, you're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What would you have me fashion for you today? An outfit that embodies my bloodlust. Something simply functional. A fashionable and refined ensemble. Alright. Embodies my bloodlust. Embodies your... what? This will only take a moment. What the fuck? Why does Miro look so pleased? There we are, all finished. A perfect fit if I do say so myself. I'd be lying if I said I understood what bloodlust is, but I assume it's something you enjoy. I made certain that clothes are flexible yet sturdy enough to endure whatever it is you plan to do while wearing them. Would you look at that? Speechless. And here or there I thought you may not like it. If you don't mind to try something else, why not speak to my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'd be happy to oblige. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. Right? Also, 10 gauge. Where would you take Vector on a date? Stuff is stupid. Alright, let's turn this one in and then we'll take a break. Jubilant Loporitts. Hello. No one said you'd be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try on my clothes, really? Of course, it would be my honor. Did you have anything in mind? Really, it's just because I match up two people. I don't even consider the genders. But let's be real, you all would be great. And besides, you're just going on dates. You're not actually, you know, being gay. Got anything with a little more flair? I'm looking for clothes with an altogether different design. Surprise me! I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do. What the fuck? Some of my best work yet. It's a relatively new concept incorporating an idea that's never been tried with clothing before. Fragrance! Can you smell the carrots? Ah, simply divine. I was worried the concept would turn out when put to proof, but it looks stunning on you. Won't you go and show Living Way? I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. Yeah. Besides, I only match up by people I think would be compatible with each other. Like you and Deuce. Your stoicism perfectly balances Deuce's perversisms. My, don't we look splendid? The result of a much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. Shh, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and we Loporitts in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creations. Oh good, we get to see them? I can't remember. Yep. Hey, look! Sorry to have kept you waiting. Oh look, we all have matching outfits apparently. They insisted we sample all their concepts every return. Also, why do they like these masks? Look, Oriange matches you. Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. Oh, I know why. They like the mask, because, Asians. The original. I think it's past time we return these clothes. Headwalker did a pretty good job of letting you see different outfits on them. I was confident our garments would meet with your approval. Whatever are we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that in his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but... Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Atheris, they will most certainly have need of your attire. Tis clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my tastes, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences. I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we'd memorized every tome we've received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Mayhap you're doing yourself a disservice by trying to shower you with our baubles and frippery, and thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they don't know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Heideling's love for Atheris, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone, has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. I suppose you're right. Livingway, might we have leave to explore Bessingway's burrow unattended? You've given us much to think about. Why, certainly! Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wish to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? None. Okay. My apologies. I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about visitors from Atheris, and I wanted to see what the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Atheris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait, you still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is, I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growingway, by the way. See you there. Sorry, guys. I didn't get much sleep last night. I have a mini cat who is stretched out like a weirdo right now. Let me get a picture of this. But anyway, she likes to hop up on anything near my bed and then just start making fucking loud sounds. I can't really call them meows, but it's enough to wake me up because ever since Bailey got really sick, I was like hyper tuned to every sound she made. So Mira, even though she's being loud, even when she's quiet, I'm like hyper tuned to that, and when she makes sound, I wake up and I lose sleep because of it. Here's Growingway. You're here! You're really here! Thank you so much! Sorry, what should I call you? Miro Apprentice, eh? Crikey, even your names are amazing. Well, Miro, we'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready.
Ready in the teleporter. Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Etheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Oh, quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Ah, idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask, yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Alright, guys, we need to take a quick break here, and then we got about 30 minutes to an hour left to stream. Don't go anywhere, we got more FF14 for you.